Hey, welcome everybody. So let's come to seated and having some pillows handy if need be. And let's just, once you're seated, maybe switching which leg you have in front, just so you're not doing the one you always have in front. And let's just do a little bit of cow and cat from seated. So just trying to get that kind of pelvic tilt, rounding the back. And then have that tilting of your pelvis the other way, opening your chest, sort of springing back your shoulders. Exhale, kind of like a round back turtle. Inhale, like a hummingbird in flight. So just going with your own breath, just trying to get the spine loosening up. Wonderful. Back up tall. Let's just do a few head circling. Just nice and gentle. Back around the other way. Hearing all the snap, crackle, and pops. Good, wonderful. So let's see if we can get kind of our body going in a circle. So sort of like your rib cage, maybe trying to feel like it is sort of trying to circle around and back. As you're kind of taking your rib cage in a circle, feel like it extending down towards your hips. Switching directions. Good, wonderful. Now coming up nice and tall, letting your arms just relax down. And let's just do some gentle side bends. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, just sort of letting your body kind of flop over, getting a nice lengthening. So with your own breath, inhale tall, exhale, just sort of a gentle flop over. Back up. Noticing which sides can feel different. Wonderful. Coming up nice and tall in your spine and sort of making sure you're really growing out of your hips and taking your one arm across to the opposite knee, inhaling nice and tall. And then as you exhale, maybe using that hand to press into your knee to help you twist the back shoulder, opening up, just seeing what your spine has to say so far. Everything should feel a version of good. Careful. On your next inhale, coming back through center. Before we do the other side, just a few cow and cat from seated. Just getting the spine back up. Good, nice long spine. Opposite hand now on the other knee. Inhaling nice and tall and exhaling, just gently kind of wring out your gizzards. Then when you're ready, and feeling even from the other side, just gently coming back to center. And let's just do inhale our shoulders up, spine nice and long. Exhale, let them go. So now staring at the floor or closing your eyes, feeling your neck nice and long. And just noticing your breath. Feeling kind of like an aliveness coming up your spine on the inhale. Get energy coming up. And then on the exhale, feel that energy sort of coming down your shoulders, down your hips. And then on the inhale, circling back up again. Wonderful. Now we're going to come onto our hands and knees, please. And just starting with some cow and cat, just seeing which part of your body, which part of your spine wants to be moving the most, which part sort of needs it the most. And really nice, slow breaths, feeling that energy in your spine. Maybe putting your brain into your pelvis. So as you are doing your cow and cat, you're really feeling the tucking of your tail on the exhale, and then really feeling like you're sticking out your tuchus on the inhale. So focusing on the whole hip pelvis area. So now we're going to imagine there's a pencil on our tailbone and we're trying to draw a circle on the back wall. So it's a circling of the pelvis. So you're sticking out your tuchus, then taking your hips to the side, then tucking your tail, and then hips to the other side. So just trying to really loosen up the whole, hips and pelvis and how they connect to the spine. Just trying to get the whole area loose. Switching directions. So almost imagining a record player where you feel kind of skips in the record player. I feel one a little bit, trying to just slow down and smooth it out wherever you feel kind of like a resistance. Just kind of gently sort of breathing into it, pressing into it, but really gently. Good, wonderful. So now let's let our hips just go side to side, looking over our shoulders, loosey-goosey. And then when you're ready, let's make our way into child's pose. So having your knees come apart, if that feels okay, feet coming towards one another, maybe a pillow under your chest, and then lengthening out your arms, just seeing what your body's up for. Settling into it. So feeling on the inhale, kind of like an energy starting at your tailbone, going all the way up your spine, pulling it out. And then on the exhale, feel that energy pulling down your spine, down through your hips, and feeling your hips just letting go into the floor. Very slowly coming out of your child's pose, please, back onto your hands and knees. And let's just lengthen out one leg, just stretching out the backs of our knees a little bit, maybe pressing into our heels and our toes if that feels good. And maybe, we haven't done this before, but getting kind of a cow and cat feeling. So as you press back into your heel, rounding your back. And as you press onto your toes, lengthening your back. Just see if that feels good. Good. And then switching legs when you're ready. Messing around with the feeling of trying to add your back into it. Wonderful. So now we're going to make our way onto our tummies, please. So slowly making your way down onto your tummy with your elbows bent, hands over each other, your forehead on your hands. And we're just going to do some, I think it's called alligator breathing, where as you take a deep breath, you feel your lower back expanding, your diaphragm like a balloon expanding inside you, feeling it pushing into your lower back instead of your lower belly. And then letting everything relax on the exhale. So we're going for kind of an interior massage using the balloon of your diaphragm to kind of massage out your insides, especially your lower back. Good, wonderful. So if your lower back's feeling relaxed, see how it feels to start drawing in your elbows. So you're getting a back extension, your chest is coming up off the floor, just looking at the floor in a way that keeps your neck in a nice alignment with your spine, maybe looking kind of around sort of fingertip height. And let's just see if we can do that breathing again, where on the inhale, you're feeling your lower back kind of expanding. We want to get a stretch in our back without any tension. If you feel any kind of compaction, then just come out of it. This should feel kind of freeing. Maybe your back is softened enough that it's going to let you go a bit deeper in this one. Maybe not, just experiment. And then come back to that lower back breathing feeling. Good. Now slowly making your way down to the floor, stretching out your arms. And then let's do that divine rolling thing where you roll to one side, the upper knee is bent, open up your top arm so you're in kind of like a nice twist. And then when you feel like it, rolling back onto your stomach, arms overhead, then rolling to the other side, opening up on the other side. So just sort of a nice swoopy back and forth. Feel like you're massaging each part of your body as it sort of rolls into the floor. Going at whatever speed feels good. Maybe trying to slow it down even more though. Good. Then making your way onto one side, knees bent, and then see, I don't know if you can reach your back, your upper foot with your knee bent to get a quad stretch. If your hand won't reach your foot, if you have maybe a strap or a scarf or something that you could wrap around your foot, just one way or another, trying to get a quad stretch. If you don't have anything to grab, maybe just having that foot reaching back with your knee bent. Just trying to find a quad stretch one way or another. Just breathing into it, feeling at the front of your hip opening up. Good, wonderful. Now that leg. We're just going to do a little hip circling with it while we're here. Just some gentle little circles with that hip with your knee bent. Wonderful. Then rolling onto our back, knees bent, feet on the floor. We're just going to activate the glutes for a moment or two. So pressing up into bridge and just really feel your glutes firing. Wonderful. And very slowly rolling back down to the floor. Maybe giving your knees a hug for a moment, maybe rocking side to side a moment or two. Good. So we're going to do all that on the other side. So rolling the other way onto your side, trying to grab the upper foot in some way so that you're getting a quad stretch with that upper shoulder opening up. Sometimes it helps to grab like a pant leg or just let the leg extend back, whatever works and doesn't cause pain. Okay, so now with that upper leg, doing some little hip circles for a moment or two while we're here. And then coming onto your back, doing a glute bridge again. So with your heels a bit closer to your hips, hands on the floor and pressing up, feeling those quads stretching out and the glutes firing. Then slowly rolling back down, hugging in your knees. Good. So let's just do a few. Inhale your knees away. Exhale, drawing your knees in. Nice deep breaths. Really feel like you're pushing out the air on the exhale as your knees come in. Good. Wonderful. Feet on the floor, knees bent. Let's pick up one leg, flexing that foot, and see if you have a rope or if you can reach with your hand, just sort of gently pulling that leg towards you. But I want you to focus on that back of the knee getting stretched out and your foot flexed. We've spent a fair amount of time with our knees bent, so let's just have the opposite feeling. Let's take our foot in a bit of a circle. Just feel like you're stirring something with your foot. Back around the other way. Wonderful. Putting that foot back down, and let's do the other leg, please. So reaching it up, trying to really stretch out the back of your knee, foot flexed, maybe drawing the leg in towards you a bit. Breathing deep, of course. And taking that foot in a circle one way. Back around the other way, stirring with that foot. Good, wonderful. Bringing that leg down, stretching your arms overhead, stretching out your legs, flexing your feet, reaching with the palms of your hands, letting your back arch. Take a big inhale, then as you exhale, hugging your knees, bringing your head up towards your knees if that feels okay. Let's do that again. Let's inhale, stretching everything out. And then on your next exhale, drawing everything in. Good. Now let's back onto the floor. Let's reach our feet up towards the ceiling, both of them this time. And I just feel like letting my legs sway from side to side a moment or two, just trying to soften the back body and hips. Good. And just letting them sink into the floor. The hips are nice and grounded. Your lower back doesn't have any like pressure on it. Trying to get your spine nice and long and reaching your hands up towards the ceiling, your palms reaching up. So maybe your chin is tucking a little bit, and really feel, this is like a downward dog feeling, but really feeling your spine. It's all about your spine getting nice and long in this. Good. One more big inhale, then exhale. Just let everything softly fall back down to the floor, however it falls. Just letting your body do what it wants. Maybe it wants to do some windshield wipers. That's what mine suddenly wants to do. So just going on automatic pilot, doing what feels good. And then eventually joining me in some wide-legged windshield wipers. So that just means your feet are a little bit further apart than maybe normal, so that you can really feel the rotation happening through the hips, especially the internal rotation. Okay, wonderful. Now we're gonna lengthen both of our legs out, give them a little bit of a shake. And then hug in one leg, and whichever leg you start hugging in, switch, do the other leg. So do the one that you didn't think to do first. So hugging it into your chest, and let's open outwards to do some hip circles. Good. Now that bent knee, open it up to the side, and we're going to hold it here for a moment or two. So it's almost like a, not exactly like a happy baby, but getting into those similar muscles. You're really going to feel kind of your groin and inner thigh stretching out, but you're supporting that leg with your hand and your elbow into the floor, so that the leg is open without a lot of weight on it or muscular holding. Just breathing deep. Maybe that leg will let you stretch it out, see what it's up for. Careful, gently bringing that leg back in, straightening it out. Just take a moment or two just to let that leg fully relax. Breathing deep. Tucking in the other knee, please, and opening it out to the side. Doing some circling at the hip, just getting it ready. Good. And having that knee open up, so you've got maybe your elbow on the floor and your hand supporting under that leg, so the inner thigh and leg can just totally relax and stretch out. Breathing deep to let things relax. Maybe your leg will let you lengthen it out. Just see what it wants. Slowly bringing that leg back in and lengthening it out. Just lay here for a moment or two, just letting the legs reacclimatize to normal. Breathing deep. Good. So just letting the legs be heavy and hanging out there. Just totally letting go of any muscular holding in your legs. And let's reach our arms overhead, letting our back arch, stretching out your arms, wiggling your fingers. Good. Now we're going to start bending our elbows, and it's like we're pushing something down in front of us with our hands. Letting our back relax back into the floor. Good. So let's inhale, reaching our arms up and back, letting our lower back arch a bit. And the exhale, bending your elbows, and it's like your hands are pressing something down in front of you. Let's do a few more of those. Inhale, reaching overhead. Exhale. Good. Now let's grab onto our elbows and just doing some gentle circling. Feeling your shoulder blades, getting a nice little massage into the floor. It's funny, I don't know about you guys, but my legs just feel like lead right now in a good way. And then switching directions with your arms back around the other way. Good, wonderful. Again, reaching your arms overhead, and let's come into banana. So having your hips and shoulders just melted into the floor, but reaching your hands and legs in the same direction till you get that big side bend feeling. If your shoulder feels uncomfortable, just sort of change the position of your arms. You'll still have a nice side bend one way or another. Breathing deep, feeling on the inhale something sort of tracing up your side body, and the exhale, feel something tracing down your side body. Good. Slowly coming back through center, doing something that makes you feel unbent, like maybe hugging in your knees. And when you're ready, lengthening out again, making your way to the other side. Slowly coming back out of that. We're going to hug in our knees and just letting them, let your whole body roll side to side. And then just see if your knees will let you have them flop right over into a twist. One way or another, just see coming into a nice kind of type twist. Breathing deep. Slowly coming back through center, maybe hugging in your knees, maybe letting your body roll side to side, getting untwisted. And then when you're ready, letting your knees flop the other way, coming into a twist. Big inhale, melting on the exhale. Slowly coming back through center. Give your knees a little bit of a hug and let's flop into your resting pose. Just letting everything totally flop open, letting go, closing eyes, breathing deep, melting on the exhale. Slowly, if you like, coming out of your reverie or staying there if you've got the time. Just breathing deep, waking up your body bit by bit. Maybe stretching out, moving your head around a little bit. When you're ready, rolling onto your side. And then gradually making your way back up to seated. And letting your shoulders just totally relax. Maybe do a few inhale up, exhale, let them go. And just letting your arms be really floppy and heavy. And just feeling again that inhale of energy going up your spine. Exhale, energy coming down your shoulders through your hips. Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording.